I applaud the graduates for taking a much more direct route to your degrees. For my part, I'm just happy that the Crimson called me Harvard's most successful dropout. I guess that makes me valedictorian of my own special class. I did the best of everyone who failed. But I also want to be recognized as the guy who got Steve Ballmer to drop out of business school. Harvard was a phenomenal experience for me. Academic life was fascinating. I used to sit in on lots of classes that I hadn't even signed up for. And dorm life was terrific. I lived up at Radcliffe in Currier House. There were always a lot of people in my dorm room late at night discussing things because everyone knew that I didn't worry about getting up in the morning. That's how I came to be the leader of the antisocial group. We clung to each other as a way of validating our rejection of all those social people. Radcliffe was a great place to live. There were more women up there, and most of the guys were math science type. The combination offered me the best odds, if you know what I mean. That's where I learned the sad lesson that improving your odds doesn't guarantee success. One of my biggest memories of Harvard came in January 1975 when I made a call from Currier House to a company in Albuquerque, New Mexico that had begun making the world's first personal computer. I offered to sell them software. I worried they would realize I was just a student in a dorm and hang up on me. Instead, they said, "We're not quite ready. Come see us in a month," which was a good thing because we hadn't written the software yet. From that moment, I worked day and night on the extra credit project that marked the end of my college education and the beginning of a remarkable journey with Microsoft.
A lot of people think that being successful is being wealthy, and that is a big part of being successful, is being able to buy whatever you want, whenever you want. Financial freedom is a big goal for a lot of people. So when you're trying to become successful, try to make that a priority. Try to make sure that your money is working for you. You're earning a lot of money. You want to earn as much money as you possibly can in a given day, and in a given minute, in a given hour. So you should be constantly trying to figure out new ways to make money while you're not doing anything. Find a way to make a passive income, whether that's by real estate or investing, and figure out smart ways to put your money places. Make sure that you're constantly finding out ways that you can make your money be working for you. Because yes, it is important to earn money, but once you have that money, it's about how can you make that money get you more money? How can you get more efficient with your money? And how can you get more streamlined with your money? So it's all about figuring that out and figuring out what you should invest in and how you should invest your money. There's no magic formula to figuring out what it is that you need to do in order to make your money earn you more money down the long line, but it's all about what you think is best for you. You should go out there, if you want to put it all in the stock market, go for that. If you want to put it all in savings account, do it. Or if you want to invest in tons of real estate properties and then earn passive income that way, by all means, shoot for the stars. No one way is going to be the best way for you. It depends on who you are and what you want to do with your money. So that's why you should go out there and diversify whatever it is that you have. Put a little bit here and a little bit there.
Find an idea that requires 3 or 4 years of improvement and patience and really sticking with it, that we're very good at that. Take Windows, which we bet our company on. Everybody doubted that would succeed. IBM did not support us in that. It took longer than we expected, over 4 years before finally graphical interface got popular, and now people take it for granted. It's part of every personal computer and you just expect it to be there. That was one of the grand successes of the company. In the same way, we're betting on the internet, that our tools there will be popular and that a few of these content plays that we've decided to get involved in, that the scale and the users will make those into great business. You know, if you're clever, you can learn to get the benefits of being an introvert, which might be, say, being willing to go off for a few days and think about a tough problem. Read everything you can, push yourself very hard to think out on the edge of that area. And then, if you come up with something, if you want to hire people, get them excited, build a company around that idea, you better learn what extroverts do. You better hire some extroverts, like Steve Ballmer, I would claim, is an extrovert, and tap into both sets of skills in order to have a company that thrives both as in deep thinking and building teams and going out into the world to sell those ideas. Well, I think having some self-confidence is different than finding your passion. From a young age, ideally you'll have adults in your life, preferably your parents as part of that, some of your teachers, people around you who like you and they're behind you and they'll back you no matter what goes on. And that gives you enough confidence to go off on a quest. And during that quest, you try different things out. If you're lucky when you're very young, you find something you're passionate about. I did when I was 13 years old. I found computers and software. It took me another 5 years to figure out that was my life's primary work. But that's a lucky thing. Other people, get out into their 20s or even later before they find what they're passionate about. But proceeding with a certain set of self-confidence, that there are people who care for you, you care for them, that you succeed in their eyes by how you treat them, I think that's pretty basic, and it gives you the platform on which to try out new things, to fail. At first you're not going to succeed in various things. So self-confidence is primary, and then finding your passion is an adventure, a quest that may take time, and it may switch over the time of your life, but those deep relationships will let you pursue it with vigor. I had one habit that I developed when I was at college that was actually a very bad habit, which was I like to show people that I didn't do any work and that I didn't go to classes and I didn't care. And then at the very last minute, like 2 days before the test, I'd get serious about it. People thought that was funny. That was my positioning, the guy who did nothing until the last minute. Then when I went into business, that was a really bad habit. And it took me a couple of years to get over that. Nobody praised me because I would do things at the last minute, and I tried to reverse to students I didn't think that highly of, who were always organized and had things done on time. I'm still working on it, but procrastination is not a good habit.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.